G'day friends, it's vickywright, Independent Stampin' Up Demonstrator Australia. So welcome back to our last week of sharing mail cards with you throughout the month of August. Just bear with me, I'm just setting this up a little bit. Now, if it's a little bit dark, I do apologise. It's a little bit overcast here. We're hoping for rain, but whether it happens or not, I don't know. The dome seems to close when there's clouds around, and it seems to miss us for some reason. So, okay, so today I'm going to be playing with the Hey Chuck stamp set and the dies. Specifically, excuse me, the sun, the big rooster, and this one. I don't know what it's called, but it's to do with the weather. So those dies are what we're going to be playing with. Okay. Put those aside because I've pre-done a little bit of stuff, so just bear with me. Hope that's a little bit better. I seem to be chopping it off a bit. So just see how we go. Whoops. Okay, so we'll grab our kit. And as I said, I've pre-done a few things. And we'll put our envelope there so I don't lose it. We'll put these strips here with the envelope. The rooster I've already pre-done. I stamped it in Memento Tuxedo black, and I've coloured bits and pieces with Moody, Mauve and Daffodil Delight Stampin' blends. I've only highlighted bits and pieces of him, so you can do the whole lot if you wanted to, and you could also colour with what you wanted to as well. Okay, I've just used the blends. And that's the pre-cut sun, and that's that weather thing. As I said, I must find out the name of that. And then we're going to use the Pebbled Path in colour DSP, and I've got a couple of extra pieces for our envelope and the inside of our card. Okay, so we'll put those aside as well. And the base card is Pecan pie. So we'll just burnish and score that. And fold and burnish this. Just like that. So that's done. So this is our piece of DSP. So what we're going to do is actually chop this randomly into a couple of pieces. Okay, actually I just had an idea. Let's do something a little bit different. So what we're going to do, we're going to chop about 1 3/4, which is about 4.4. Well, we might make it about 2, eh? It's about 5 centimetres. So we'll chop that. Then what we're going to do with this piece, we might randomly chop this piece into 3 pieces. Okay, so I'll keep this in order. We'll bring in we won't put that away, the trimmer, because we might need it. So what we'll do is bring in a piece of basic white. This piece we're going to stamp, not stamp, we've just got showers, sun showers. So what we'll do is we'll put this piece to the bottom, of our basic white. Now I have got a nice narrow border around the piece of DSP. Okay, all the measurements and list of supplies will be on my blog, and there's a link to my blog down below. Then what we're going to do is we're going to bring these pieces in, and we'll just put these here, small piece of basic white showing through like that. Okay, I haven't done this one before, so I love to chop my DSP different ways. Oops. And I haven't sort of done it like this. So let's give it a whirl, eh? See how we go. Okay. So I'm actually going to leave a small piece of a small amount of basic white showing between these two pieces. I wasn't going to, but I think we will. You know what? I think we might do this. Let's do that, eh? Yeah. Sometimes these ideas pop into your head as you're going along. Usually they pop into my head after I've finished the card. So let's just go with let's just go with the flow. To create our card today. When you stick your DSP down, just make sure it's nice and straight and even along your sides. Okay, so we've got the piece of basic white showing through there, and then we'll put this piece up along the top just like that. Okay. I don't mind that actually. There you go. How's that? Then we'll put this piece to our base card. Just like that. Okie dokie. I'm not keen on the pecan pie, but fingers crossed, excuse me, it comes together. So we've got a scrap of basic white, and what we'll do is we'll punch a circle with our 2 3/8 circle punch. Punch it this way. That way There's a little bit over showing, but we're not going to see that because we're actually going to flip it over. Okay. And we're going to put that about there. Okie dokie. Now, what we're going to do is bring in our sun. And I would like a scrap of paper, so just bear with me. I'm just going to get a small scrap of paper. Now I'm going to use our sponge daubers, but you could easily use the blending brushes if you like. Okay, so we're going to use Daffodil Delight and Flirty Flamingo inks. So we'll go with Daffodil Delight first. And I'm just going to dab and blend small amounts of Daffodil Delight just over our sun. You could have used Daffodil Delight cardstock if you wanted to, or even the lemon lolly, and just die cut that if you wanted to, but I thought we'd add a bit more interest just by doing this, and you get the variations then of colour. So once that's done, we'll then bring in our pumpkin pie. Did I put that away? Okay, put that over there. And we're going to bring in pumpkin pie. And all we're going to do is just add a little bit of pumpkin pie just to our rays, not covering up the Daffodil Delight, okay? We still want a little bit of that showing through. Just like that. Now, if you wanted to, you could add a little bit of red, or in this case, as I'm going to be using Moody Mauve, I'd probably add a little bit of Moody Mauve to it as well. So let's do that, eh? I'll just get another sponge dauber, save me getting up, and let's do this one hasn't been used. Oh, I just want a tiny little bit. And what we might do now is go over the whole lot with our I'm getting myself mixed up with the Daffodil Delight, just to bring in more of that yellow. you go. That's done. So I'll put that aside. Oops, I'll put that aside. I'll put that piece of paper aside. I just use a piece of paper so that I don't get ink everywhere once I put my card down again. So I'm thinking we put sort of like this is what I'm thinking, but we might do that, eh? I think I like that better. With the sun coming up behind the thing. So let's continue with this. If we're going to do that, what we're going to do now is grab our Daffodil Delight again and our sponge dauber. This is where your blending brushes can come in handy, but that's okay. We'll do it this way, seeing as though we've got it. I just want a little bit of colour around that edge. Now I'm only blending I'm only pressing that sponge dauber very, very lightly and in small circular motions, okay? So that's done. Then we'll bring in our pumpkin pie. That's it. And we'll just add a little bit of, I probably need a new one. Well, I do need a new one actually. And I'm just blending over a little bit of colour. I'll throw that in the bin. We're finished with that, and I've just thrown that dauber out. Throw that piece of paper to the side. So that's that. Then what we'll do is grab our sun and we'll just put a little bit of glue along the bottom. Okie dokie, just like that. Whoops. And we're going to put this to the side, just like that. Could probably do with a little bit more pumpkin pie, but that's okay. And then we're going to pop that up onto there. But first up, we'll pop this up. Now, I've only got the mini dimensionals. For the life of me, I can't find my standards. They're on the desk here somewhere, but if you could only see my desk, you'd understand why I can't find them. I hope we're still going live because, recording, because every time it rains here, or looks like rain, I have trouble with my internet. So fingers crossed. So let's go just to the side like that. Okay. Seems a bit funny playing with bright sun when it's raining here. And all we're going to do is add a few dimensionals to our rooster. And I'm just adding a couple little bit extra ones because I'm using the minis. I think that's okay. If you wanted to, you could have easily sponged grass here or even dirt if you wanted to, but I'm just going to leave it like that. And that's our rooster there. Now this thing, as I said to you, I'm not sure what it's called, but I'm thinking we might just put that there, hey? On a bit of an angle. So we'll just add a little bit of glue. Now you could use your fine tip glue pen if you wanted to. If you think it makes it a lot easier, or you could use the adhesive sheets to do this. So we'll just put that there. And then we are gonna stamp our sentiments. But before we do that, let's do these, eh? Whoops. And we're going to use both sides. Just for a little bit something different. This is on the envelope. Whoops. I always seem to get stuff everywhere when I craft. I don't know about anyone else, but I'm having a lot of dropouts here, so fingers crossed we're still going. Just like that. Now if you wanted to, you could have randomly chopped this and did it a bit like that and used both sides, but we're just going to use the one side and the whole piece. Just like that. Then we're going to bring in our sentiments. Now I've got two pieces. One is narrower than the other. It's only because we've got two sentiments to use, okay? So I'm thinking we use Rise and Shine and It's Your Birthday. So, and we're going to stamp these in Moody Mauve. I'm also thinking that this might be thick enough. Just bear with me. This might be thick enough to use, and it is. There you are. That's straight. I might just do that one small. I think I rushed it. Now, what have I done now? big blob. So just bear with me. I'm just going to do this again. No, getting big blobs. So we'll take the first one. So that's done, and I'm just going to grab our paper trimmer, and I'm actually going to trim this back just a fraction, because I like my sentiment pieces to be quite narrow, if that makes sense, and I'll cut that crooked. Okay, so just bear with me, please. This will be easier to cut. Yeah, it's just me being me. You don't have to have them as narrow as what I've done. You're just doing what you're most comfortable with. Okay, so now we're going to stamp Rise and Shine. And again, I'm just going to test it on a scrap paper, so this will be out of eyesight for a little bit. Pretty good, and that's it there. Okay, so we'll put that aside, and we will chop the first one we did. And we will chop this one. I'm just doing the ends on a slight angle. And what we're going to do is put that about there, I think. About there. Actually, we might put that about there, and we might put this down there like that, eh? So what we're going to do is we're going to put Stampin' Dimensionals and minis, because I don't know where my standards are. On the left side of this sentiment, and we're going to put a little bit of glue on the right side. And we're going to stamp, we're just going to put this down there like that, so part of his feet come over. Not too much that you hide the font. And then this one, actually I'm thinking we might put that there, even maybe down here. Decisions. Maybe even there, eh? Let's put it there. So we'll pop this up, and the card is totally different to what we started out with, or to create, and that's that. Then what we'll do is, I wasn't going to, but let's add a few of the Pebble Path in colour dots, eh? So we'll grab a big one. I'll just put that maybe there. That there. And we'll put that one about there. Put these away so I don't lose them straight away. And that is our card for today. So as I said, be sure to click on the link below to grab your PDF tutorial on my blog, to head over to my blog to grab your PDF tutorial. And there's also a link to Robbie's blog. So be sure to click on that to see what she has created as well. Okay, thanks for joining me. Enjoy your day and we'll see you Thursday. Okay, see ya. All right.